can you really differentiate between what you think about yourself and what others think about you that you've heard, that you just adapted? Like, what? Because I like it dark, bitch. Baby, seems like everywhere I go, I see you. Helplessly, I reminisce, don't want to compare nobody to you. Period. That's all y'all getting, okay? That's all y'all getting today. I'm not even finna really show my singing skills like that, bitch, because really, I'm a singer. Really, I am in my past life. Anyways, I really just came here to do two things. The first thing I came here to y'all know when y'all get a response that just ain't hitting. Like, if you ask somebody a direct question, they give you a vague answer. I don't like that. Tell me what you know I want to hear, okay? Anyways, like I was saying, it's just like a reoccurring feeling I've been having, and I'm kind of like very much over like the whole social media thing, y'all. And I'm really not trying to sound basic, because I feel like everybody say this and then they post something on their social media immediately, and they get up there and they scroll and do all this other shit immediately right after they say that shit, because you know, people have no self-control, and I don't either. I'm people. Like, this whole self-image thing is just like, how in the world can you have a clear self-image? Like, that is so hard to do nowadays. Like, it's so hard to really, even if you wanna say like, oh, I love myself and I think this and that about myself, can you really differentiate between what you think about yourself and what others think about you that you've heard, that you just adapted? Like, what's the real difference? What's the real difference between that? You know? Like, what's the real difference? You never really know. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's even harder to do with social media. Like, I feel like it's hard out here for a millennial, you know? I do think it is, because it's like a lot of us, we're aware of a lot of things, but yet we still participate. But yet we still participate in the bullshit, even though we're aware of so much, you know? And I feel like that's also because we're just bombarded with so many things and so many different opinions every single fucking day. So it's like, what opinion matters? I know it's my opinion, but at the end of the day, what the fuck is my opinion? I don't even know no more. I don't even know what my opinion is anymore. Do I even have an opinion on anything? Like, I can't tell you, I can honestly not tell you one thing, one subject that hasn't been tainted by another person's point of view in my head. You know, like, there are so many perspectives. Like, in here, it's not just one perspective. It's not just one perspective. It's so many, it's so many people's perspectives in here, because I'm just so overwhelmed by everybody's perspective every fucking day. And I'm a type of person, I take a lot of things into account. Okay, I'm a very empathetic person. I take from, you know, different people's opinions, perspectives, and feelings, and I like try to understand things, you know? Like, I'm not a type of person where, like, I think I am strong-minded, but I'm not strong-minded to the point where I'm not going to take your opinion into consideration. So I feel like it's kind of hard for me to know what I think. Like, it's hard for me to know how I feel when I'm bombarded by all of this shit around me every day. And you know who does that to me? Me. Because every morning or afternoon when I wake up, I pick up my goddamn phone and get on Instagram. And you know what? I don't want to do it no more, but it's so hard. It's so hard. It's so hard not to, y'all. If I'm being real, it's so hard not to. Okay? And I really don't want to be one of them people. I don't want to be one of them bitches that's just like, oh my God, social media is so toxic and I don't want to do it anymore. But that's how I feel. Okay? That's really how I feel right now. I just feel like this is all just too fucking much. I don't know what my self-image of myself is, because I feel like people always complimenting me and telling me who I look like. So now I'm thinking, oh, I'm pretty because I look like so-and-so. Like, bitch, girl. Don't y'all hate that? Like, it's hard, you know? And I feel like I sound like a child, low-key, because it's like, bitch, you're grown. Like, you should know. But a lot of people don't, okay? A lot of people don't know how they even feel about themselves, y'all. If we being real, like, this shit seems like something that we should all know at this point. But a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't even know how they feel about themselves. You know, a lot of people's image of themselves is tainted by what other people say to them. Okay, and I can be one to admit that to this day, you know, I still have that problem. Sometimes, not all the time, because a lot of the time I check myself at the door. Okay, that's one thing. I check myself at the door. When I catch it, I check myself at the door. Sometimes I check myself at my bedroom. Sometimes I check myself in the backyard. But either way, 67% of the time it gets checked. That other 28% of the time, that's some shit that I still feel about myself. You know? Like, to this day. To this day, y'all, and I really don't even take this in a bad way. I truly don't. But this girl, when I was in high school, when my freshman year of high school, I went to this other school called Granville Central. I went to Granville Central High School, and it was this girl, and she was like, honestly, like the first person who had ever been nice to me at the school. So like, really, I would be around her most of the time. And so, and I'm sure this was not her being like mean spirited, because she's not like, well, I don't know how she is now, but she was not like a mean person. So I didn't take it in a bad way. I just took it like, okay, you know, and I still don't take it in a bad way. And I'm being real with y'all, because if I really took it offense, like if I took it in offense, I would have said, you know, that I did. But she told me that I look like Whoopi Goldberg, y'all. And I feel like ever since that day, I've definitely told a few people, like that, I don't know, like I feel like maybe when they brought up like, oh, you look like one celebrity or something like that, I'll be like, who, Whoopi Goldberg? Because subconsciously, in the back of my head, I'm always thinking like, girl, you look like Whoopi Goldberg. And I guess I kind of do on the low. I do kind of look like Whoopi Goldberg on the low. Like, we kind of got the same, maybe not the same note. I don't know. I feel like we got the same, like, girl, I don't know. Like, this is my point. This is my point. I'm just making excuses for how I look like Whoopi Goldberg, which I may and I may not. Like, it's neither here nor there. The point is, that was not my original opinion of myself. That was somebody else's opinion that I just adapted and I just brought up in random conversations with other people. Now other people think I look like Whoopi Goldberg because I brought it the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot. Okay? it's a lot. Like, it's hard to not take other people's opinion into consideration. It's a hard thing to do, y'all. It's hard to not, take other people's opinions into consideration. I don't care who said the fuck what. I don't care who said what. I don't care if you say that you don't give a fuck about what people say, bitch. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And the thing is about that, I think I said this in my last video, but the thing is about that, you just gotta keep telling yourself that you don't. But the moral of the story is, y'all, social media is really, it affects how we see ourselves, when it comes to the work we do, when it comes to how we look. It really affects how we see ourselves, and that's just a fact. Like, you can't sit here and be like, no, like, it never did that to me. Like, bitch, yes it did. And you might be out here like just doing affirmation. You might be out here you might be out here doing affirmations and shit, and fucking working to block that as it comes, because if you're on social media, you're gonna get affected in some way. Like, some shit is gonna retain itself up here, you know what I'm saying? So it's either you're doing that extra work to counter what social media does, or you're just, I don't know, or you're just a fucking superhero and you can block that shit mentally. But I'm not, bitch. That's all I came here to say. I'm not. And I don't know if I want to do this shit no more. I don't know if I want to participate in this whole social media shit. Given I'm going to do it. But I'm just saying, I don't know if I want to. That's all I'm saying, Because at the end of the day, bitch, I don't even know who I am anymore. It's like, it's really something you got to work at. You have to work at not being clouded by things people say on social media. It's just a lot. Being a millennial is hard, bitch. Like I said, fuck, and I don't care what you say. Being a millennial is fucking hard and difficult. Like, at this point, I got the whole world in my head. Like, bitch, really, I'm over it. I'm honestly over it. I might just take a break from social media for a couple days. No, I'm not, bitch. Fuck you. Fuck, bitch. Okay, y'all. As you can see, we in the mirror with it. And I had to turn my bathroom light off. On, because it is dark in my room right now. Because I like it dark, bitch. Anyways, I'm finna show y'all how to twerk. Okay, I'm back, everybody, and I hope y'all enjoyed that twerk session, that twerk down, as we twerkers call it, that twerk down. But I'm tired. Hold on, I need 2 more seconds. I'm gonna make myself some tea and some ravioli, cheese ravioli with no meat, spinach and cheese ravioli with no meat, baby, and some garlic bread, sis. So I'm finna eat down.